Hey guys, it's a beautiful day here in the north, May 3rd at +1 out. The other day there on my video I said ask me some questions and I'll respond on video. Well, I picked out a few questions there. You know, I couldn't answer them all, but I'll answer a few. So let's get started. Backyard dry meat, Aaron from Aragon. Have you ever had a crazier catch than that Wolverine in the 330 that snapped the wire and you had to follow it for miles? Remember that? That's on one of my videos, huh? Forgot all about that one. Well, Aaron, you know that I had a lot of different experiences working on the trap line, but the one that I'll remember most, probably the craziest catch that I ever had, I was walking down one of my little snare lines in the dark, coming to my cabin from doing a town run. I forgot my flashlight in the truck, so I was walking down a little snare line. I had a link snare set on one of my little trails. So I'm walking there, no flashlight, pitch dark, no moon. So I got a Bic lighter and I'm walking along, flicking my Bic lighter every couple seconds, and I'm just getting a flash of light, you know, checking link snares. So I come up to my link snare and there's I flick my lighter and I see something moving it. So I jump back, I jumped about 3 feet back, and holy shit, you know, something's in my snare alive. So I go back out to my skidoo, drive my skidoo down my little trail and shine the headlights on it. And there's a big white female wolf caught in my link snare around the wrist. Now I walked up right in the face of that wolf and I flicked that lighter right in his face and I seen him move, and that's what the movement that I seen, it was just a quick flash. It's like you're watching a horror movie and lightning strikes and you see someone in a window or something like that. So that was probably the craziest catch that I ever experienced. Okay, 13 Prevail, all the way from Newfoundland, right straight from the rock. Question: once your show starts airing on Wild TV and you become famous, thought I already was famous, anyways, are you still going to be making YouTube videos? When the show airs on Wild TV and I become famous, as you put it, yeah, I'll continue on making YouTube videos. I can't see myself stopping anytime soon. You know, it's a lot of fun. It's a great hobby. When you're out by yourself in the bush, you know, talking to the camera is almost like someone's there with you. So when you're sitting around in the late evenings and you're bored or whatever, you know, make a video and time flies by. I sure enjoy editing them, piecing them together, and producing good videos. So yeah, I plan on keeping up with the Wild North and making videos for years to come. R. Passman, 300, Pennsylvania, USA. How in the hell do you get up and run a trap line as big as yours in the freezing cold every day when you feel like shit or tired or whatever? Well, I get up every morning and go out and check my traps in the cold or the warm or whatever. Whether you're tired or not, or if you feel like shit, you know, it's a responsibility that's got to get done. You know, it's no different than a cattle farmer getting up every morning when he feels like shit or he's tired and he's got to go out and tend his cattle or feed his pigs or whatever. Or any city folks that's got to get to their office job or whatever, you know. Everyone gets tired. Everyone deals with the cold and stuff, so it's no different than you getting up when you have a shitty day and going to work. You know, it's the same thing. As for the cold goes, you know, it's I was born here, so I'm kind of used to the cold weather or whatever. So it might be cold for you, but really it's just normal to me. Trigfart, New Brunswick. I was wondering how you train Charlie to retrieve the animals you get. Well, Trigfart from New Brunswick, you know, Charlie, he is a purebred lab, black lab that is. You know, labs were bred to do what they do, retrieve animals or whatever. So I never really had to teach him to retrieve anything. You know, he was 4 weeks old. I shot a chicken, he retrieved it. Once he got big enough to retrieve beaver, you know, then he knew what he had to do. I didn't teach him to retrieve beaver. He was with me hunting, he watched me. I shot the beaver and he would go and retrieve them, you know. So he was, that's what he was born to do, I guess. He's a pretty smart dog. Most labs are, I think. So yeah, I didn't train him very much. The only thing I had to do to train him was to drop the animal when he brings it back to me, because he always wanted to hang on to it, or chew on it. So all the only training I did for him was to get him to drop it when he brought it back to me. Other than that, he knew what he had to do, and he did it, man. That's why I call him the beaver retriever, eh? Jason Watt, Comex, Vancouver Island, BC, Canada. How do you like the camera crew? Did they get in your way or just go with the flow? How did I like the film crew? You know, it was pretty good. You know, of course they didn't get in my way at all or whatever. You know, we were out working to make a reality TV show, so that's exactly what we did. So it's not like what I was doing is what they recorded, so it's not like they were in the way or anything, other than the snoring at night time. You know, that was the only downfall throughout the winter, but other than that, it was a good bunch of people. Not only were we co-workers, not only are we co-workers, but you know, throughout the winter, we spent a lot of time together, housed together in my cabin, ate together, you know. We became pretty good buddies, you know, so we had a lot of fun all winter long, you know. There's nothing I got nothing bad to say about it, nothing bad to say about the production or any of the film crew, you know. They're good buddies of mine, so yeah, they did just go with the flow. They did what they recorded whatever I did, so I was doing my work and they were doing their work, and we had a blast doing it, man. I sure hope it goes into a season 2 of Fur Harvesters n.w.t. Kind of looking forward to it, huh? Wilderness, Wyoming, USA. What is your favorite critter to trap and what is your least favorite? It's a very easy question. Well, my most favorite critter to trap would be the wolverine. Why? Well, because they're such a powerful animal, they're smart as nails, and when you get a real educated wolverine into your trap line, you know, you really got to work to try and catch them, you know. They flip traps over, they spring traps, they rob bait, you know, like, you get a good educated wolverine, man, oh man, are they ever hard to catch, you know. I've went winters of trying to catch the same wolverine, and I just can't do it, you know, so I really like the challenge on it, and the payoff is great. And they have the most beautiful fur that I think in all of the Northwest Territories. So the wolverine is my most favorite animal to trap. My least favorite animal to trap would be the wolf. Why, you say? Well, a few years ago I caught a wolf. It's on one of my videos, the end of my season, and I caught this wolf in a snare. When I was skinning this wolf, I cut myself. I just hit the end of my finger with my skinning knife. Dirty, stinky old wolf, huh? Anyways, all it did was puncture the skin. So, my finger got infected, and I got blood poisoning. I had a red stream all the way up my arm, and the infection lasted about a month. You know, I'm squeezing pus out of my finger, and it just went on, and so now I got this hole in my middle finger here. See that little hole there? Well, that goes right to the bone there. You know, it healed on the inside, so it was a long, grueling, painful process of the healing. You know, they're just a big job to do. I know they're worth a lot of money, but they really stink. I just do not like doing them whatsoever. So after I got the infection and the blood poisoning from that wolf, I just got really no intention to go out and snare them anymore. After that, it's just like, okay, no more wolves, and, you know, I'll shoot one if I see one, or I might catch one by an accidental catch and a lag hold, but other than that, I usually don't target wolves. It's kind of sad because when I was younger, I used to do pretty good. I used to get 8 or 10 every winter, but I think my wolf trapping days are pretty much over. It won't hurt my feelings any if I never trap another wolf in my life, you know. They're nice to see and everything, but I don't even want to touch one, man. Mr. Barkspud. Mr. Barkspud. Derek from Maine. What kind of needle and what kind of thread are you using to close the holes? Well, I'm not too sure the exact name of the needle, but Andy Chartrand from Fur Harvesters, he told me to use the kind of needle here. You see, it's not got a round point, it's got 3 corners to it, so it's kind of like a chisel top. I don't know how well you can see that, but I don't know the exact name of it, but that's the needle that I use there. As for the thread, well, I use this nylon braided thread here. I just went in the store and said, give me the strongest thread that you have. So that's what they gave me. It seems to work great. You could use dental floss as well. Dental floss works great. You know, it's really strong. So if you're looking for some good thread to use and you ain't got nothing around, use dental floss. You know, it's tough as nails. Trapper Labrador from Labrador. How is the beaver retriever doing? Well, the beaver retriever, he is doing just fine. You see, he's got a little sore foot still, or whatever it is. He's got a little light limp on it, but you know, he's been on light duty the last week or so. You know, light duty consists of being on bear duty and guarding the cabin. So he's doing good, he's moving around good. He's not going to be doing much hunting here. He's still on light duty for another 3 or 4 days, but he's doing pretty good. See, there you go. He wants to play fetch already. Okay, smart enough, you prick. So Charlie's doing good. We'll have him retrieving beaver here in a few days. Well, there you go. There was a few questions. I wanted to answer them all, but kind of running out of time. So leave me a question in the comments below, and maybe tomorrow I'll answer your question for you. If you want me to answer your question on video, you got to let me know where you're from. So say your name, where you're from, or whatever, and you never know. Maybe I'll answer your question on video for you. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna skin this beaver, then I gotta go hunting.